there is yet again another Clone Wars arc that Lucasfilm never let exist. One that fans had been begging to see for over a decade, and now, thanks to comments from Daniel Logan himself, young Boba Fett, we have some new news. And according to Daniel Logan, Season 7 of the Clone Wars was originally going to be all about Boba Fett. Not Ahsoka, not the Bad Batch, the infamous bounty hunter himself. Today we're breaking down what Lucasfilm originally had planned, what they had animated already, and what this story could have been. Seeing events of how Boba got his famous Mandalorian armor, how he got the dent in his helmet, and his infamous duel with Cad Bane. So let's go ahead and dive into it. In a recent interview, Daniel Logan dropped a bombshell. He said the entire Clone Wars Season 7 was originally supposed to be based around Boba Fett. Before Disney revived Season 7 as we know it, Dave Filoni had a completely different plan. Logan said that the arc would have been about the story of Boba Fett getting his own Mandalorian armor. Most people, he said, assumed Boba just took Jango's armor and used his helmet. But Logan had to remind fans of something important. If you remember in the previous seasons, he blew up Jango Fett's helmet trying to kill Mace Windu. That moment of young Boba planting explosives inside the iconic helmet meant that Boba simply could not use Jango's armor. So the Lost Ark was designed to fix that continuity and show how he earned his real gear. It wasn't just some side plot, but according to Daniel Logan, this was the backbone of the original Season 7. Logan explained that the arc followed Boba Fett as he traveled across the galaxy collecting pieces for a new suit of Mandalorian armor. Daniel Logan said, "We ended up doing a story of how he went around and got his armor. The story would have also fleshed out Boba Fett's early bounty hunter crew including Bossk, Aurra Sing. Every job brought him closer to assembling the armor we eventually get to see in the original trilogy." And of course, that would be something beautiful to see. I mean, Boba Fett, the mysterious man from the original trilogy, no one had any idea about him. Originally supposed to be the brother of Darth Vader and with the prototype armor, the white and the black. I mean, this character has just been loved for many decades. So just knowing we could have got to see just a little bit of backstory and kind of understand why he was a character he was in the original trilogy, this could have been great. One of the most interesting pieces of this arc was that it would finally answer the question that fans had debated for years. How did Boba Fett get the dent on his helmet? And there is a clip out there of Boba Fett and Cad Bane squaring off and shooting each other in the head. Cad Bane had a metal plate added to his head, and Boba Fett, of course, the Beskar withstood the blaster bullet, but it did create a dent in the helmet. And this was also unfinished footage that was shown at Star Wars Celebration. It was Boba versus Cad Bane. They had a classic Western-style duel, both fired at the same time. Bane takes a hit to the head, Boba takes a blaster shot right to the helmet, creating the famous dent we see in The Empire Strikes Back. And this duel was meant to be Boba Fett's final test, a moment that earned him respect in the underworld and cemented him as Jango's true successor. Daniel Logan also explained that Boba Fett killed Cad Bane, but then Cad Bane ended up surviving. And so this is something that we see later on in the Book of Boba Fett. The original plan was that Cad Bane died by the hands of Boba Fett in the Clone Wars, and their rematch in the Book of Boba Fett was meant to be poetic. Two legends facing off again after decades of history. But this original duel would have been the last stepping stone for Boba to become the bounty hunter that he was back then. So ultimately, why did we not get this in Season 7 of the Clone Wars? When Disney revived the Clone Wars, Lucasfilm only had a budget for 12 episodes. They had to choose the arcs that tied directly to Revenge of the Sith, like Ahsoka's Walk Away, the Bad Batch intro, and the Siege of Mandalore. I love exactly how Season 7 panned out. I know some arcs like this Boba Fett one here, the events of Dark Disciple, a story with Quinlan Vos and Asajj Ventress. These would have all been cool to see, but at the same time, I can't complain, but seeing more Boba Fett would have just been amazing. And a crazy thing is that the Boba Fett arc was finished enough that voice lines were actually recorded and some of the animations were already produced. But Daniel Logan wasn't exaggerating. This was going to be one of the biggest stories in the entire series. Do we get a Tale of the Fetts? Do we get to see Tales of Boba Fett something? Is this where we can bring all of this back to light and obviously kind of wrap it up to the Book of Boba Fett and even throughout the original trilogy? I mean, there's still plenty of time. You know, once a year we get a Tales of series, so I mean, they can really throw this in whenever. Who knows? Maybe that's why Daniel Logan's talking about it now, because he's already maybe recorded some parts for it. Who knows? But of course, I've already seen a lot on the internet of fans saying, where is this story? Why can't we get this? Hey, it's never too late. It's Star Wars. But what do you guys think? If you want more breakdowns, if you want some more news, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like, lets me know how the channel's going. But I mean, Boba Fett. There's so much Boba Fett in my collection. I mean, I had to put the hat on today. An absolute fan favorite character, getting his backstory, seeing how he gets the Mandalorian armor that he sports throughout every moment we see him. It would be crazy. Finally, let me know down in the comments, what would you think of Boba Fett getting his story fleshed out a little bit more, seeing his backstory? Let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. With all that being said, Clan Mandalorian, this is the way.